Hi, welcome to Bumbling Butterfly.
Thank you. This week, I cooked a bunch. I did, well, I mean, not that much. I did banana bread, a slightly new recipe, so it came out really good. Slightly burned, but the inside was good because you have to cook it less. And I made fruit parfait, so that's a thing. And I did meditation and ultra fast at Rosemont Preserve, and went to interfaith dinner at church, which was awesome. Like 200 people. That's amazing. Some movie reviews, and I made Mexican corn salsa, which went over really well at a potluck for my chalice group. So that was all awesome. Definite upturn. Life update. I officially got into the doctorate program. I deferred it until for a couple semesters because I can't start a job and start the doctorate program. So definite upspin on everything. And yeah, so I'm in a really good place. I had an awesome time today with a potluck. So I'm just feeling awesome. And I'm in the top couple resumes for the job. So I should find out by Thursday if I have that. So I could, like, a lot of my life is looking up right now. So good update. Guys, I'm trying a slightly new recipe for banana bread in my bread maker. We will see. I adjusted. Last time it was a little too mushy, so I think I put too much liquid, so I adjusted the liquid. I dropped one of my eggs before I could put it in, so I had to adjust for the liquid, because that's a big part of liquid in banana bread is the eggs. So I had to adjust a little bit, and I added a little milk because of that, just to give it a little liquid. So we'll see if that fucked it up, but yeah, we shall see. I also changed it. Instead of just the cake setting, I put it on the gluten-free setting because I tend to have more luck with my gluten-free bread. So I figured maybe that's a different setting on the oven. Like this, because gluten-free stuff tends to be denser, so maybe they adjust the temperature for it. So I put it on the gluten-free setting instead of just the cake setting. So we'll see if that helps too. We're going to check if it's cooked all the way through. It looks like it popped more than others. Oh, needs a lot more time. Fuck. That really sucks. Well, we can at least see if it tastes good. I think it'll taste decent. So we're testing it. I can't cook it anymore because it'll probably burn. Oh, I think it did burn a little bit on top. Oh no. Oh yeah, it burned on the outside. So it definitely got a little more toasty than I meant it to. So I think I did it for 3 hours and then I put it in for an hour and a half extra. So I think I'll do 4 hours. The inside came in really, really good. So I think I just need to have it maybe like 3 hours, 45 minutes, or like, yeah, 3 hours, 45 minutes, I think I'll say, because then that just won't burn the outside. I think the inside is good. It's actually really, really nice, and I don't want to dry it out too much. Mukbang, I think that's what that means. Let's try it, because I'm literally just gonna take a bite off of this. It's really good. The inside's really good, so I just have to not cook the outside as much. What I'm having for lunch today: non-fat Greek yogurt with a couple drops of agave because it's really sour and gross by itself, and then gluten-free granola, and that's the brand, and then some, and I got another brand flavor too so I can switch between the two, and some blueberries. Yummy, yummy. I feel like I'm a really clumsy eater. Little unexpected adventure. It's 3 a.m. and a bunch of plaster over my ceiling just fell down. I didn't actually hear it. I'm surprised it didn't wake me up. I thought I was dreaming, so I was just not going to get up. But Dave knocked, and yeah, ceiling didn't fall down. The plaster on the ceiling. I guess Dave reported that there was like a crack in the plaster a while ago. So he's sweeping it now so that people don't trip. That's why I look like a peacock. It's 3 in the morning. I'll take a video tour of it tomorrow. Do your little spiel about what you just told me, and I have it on video.
The plaster came down off of our ceiling.
Yeah.
Do you see it up there?
Yeah, that crescent shape.
And it has fallen down onto our stairs.
Whoa, yeah.
This is 3 o'clock in the morning.
And it's all over the bench too.
Yeah.
So, and that could also be dangerous too if more pieces are gonna fall. So
Yeah.
at the Art and Crafts event, that's the food table. This is we're gonna do art and crafts, and we're just sitting at a discussion event right now. Super out of breath, taking a little hike. I love walking on this trail. It's so pretty. Probably sound like I'm dying of asthma right now. Metal etching. This is my plant that they gave. It's a snapdragon. Mom, like the ones that you had when I was a kid, and I would like pinch them. Sorry, I had to itch my face. Pinch them and make them sing. That's my hummingbird. It's a snapdragon, and then they gave us a nature guide. I already have the plant guide, so I got the bird guide, which is if you open it, it's like a bird, and then information, and it's all the birds that live in this area. Planting some of our plants. So I made a bunch of friends there, and so we grouped into groups of 3, and we're planting some milkweed, and this is us, proud of our little plant. That's the plant weed. Danielle, the milkweed. Put up. I had a very lazy day today. That's why I kind of look like this. Hopefully I didn't just flash the camera. But I watched a good movie while I was cleaning and doing other stuff today called Primitive War. And it's literally like Jurassic Park meets Vietnam War movie meets like Russian spy Cold War movie. Like, because it's a very odd movie. It was really good. And it was a big play on like Jurassic Park because it wasn't strictly a survival movie. They had to try to, and it was also an American cover-up, so it was like, American political movie and kind of American generals being like assholes and covering up and abandoning people. And so it was like, it had a lot of different stuff going on, but it was definitely really good. For Jurassic Park, it's kind of in my genetics. My whole family loves Jurassic Park, so it was good. Special effects weren't quite as good as Jurassic Park, but pretty on par for, a movie that probably doesn't have the same budget as Jurassic Park goes, so that was good. There was a couple kind of bloody scenes. It was a little more bloody than Jurassic Park. Usually Jurassic Park, you see someone get, like, pulled away by a dinosaur, but you don't see them get, like, sliced open. In this one, there's a couple scenes where, like, the dinosaur's claw, like, disembowels someone type of thing, so it was a little bloody, so, trigger warning for that if people don't like full-out blood scenes. And if you like historical kind of time period pieces, it looked like the Vietnam movies with, like, where they have those 60s music montages, and, you see the Marines and, Navy and Green Berets and things like that trudging through the forest to montage of like a 60s protest song. Like, it had kind of that stereotypical stuff. So, it was very sort of like a nice history piece too. So I would probably give it, I would say, 8 out of 10. I realized I hadn't done a movie review for this. So it is Disclosure Day. The Emily Blunt and Steven Spielberg movie. It was interesting. It was a really interesting concept. He pretty much paid homage to like a whole bunch of the Alien movies and kind of like combined a lot of like Easter eggs for all of them, which was interesting because it was kind of fun to pick those out. So I'm not going to say what happened. I don't want to spoil it, but it's obviously an Alien movie. They make that clear in the ad, so that's not spoiling anything. And it's definitely, it's a really well-made movie. It's a really cool concept. You know, it's very Steven Spielberg, you know, in like how cinematic it is. But I think the ending was just a little anticlimactic. It wasn't a bad ending. It's just, for being, his movies are always very out there and like cutting edge, and it just seemed, like I said, a little been there, done that. Like it was just like, oh, okay, like you could have done something. Like there was a couple different endings that Dave and I talked about that would have been more interesting and more new. So I don't know, that was the one thing I would say. But it was definitely really interesting. I would say 7 out of 10 because it wasn't bad. The ending was like blah. On my way to the interfaith dinner at my church. It's hosted by Building Bridges, which is a Muslim and UU combination foundation that my church started with the local mosque community center. And this year they have a co-host of a Mennonite church, and then they invite other religions. Like in past times they've invited like Buddhists and Hindus and Jewish people, and I think one year they had like pagans and Wiccans. They had like a Wiccan group come, so it's really interesting. But Dave's driving me, so that's cool. I don't have to Uber, so I'll do a fit check. This is the dress I'm wearing. Hopefully it's not too short and fun. I don't think it's too short and fun, but this is the dress I'm wearing. I haven't put my shoes on yet. And these are the earrings I have. So yeah, with my cute little bag. It's a Bama's bag. I think it's from like the 30s, so that's cool. But anyways, this is the event. That's where all the food's gonna be. I'm table 3, table host. And then this is the event. Not many people the actual people have shown up. These are just the hosts. But this is the setup before it's crowded. Look at all the people. That's the food table. Hi. Taking a video of the whole event. Look at all the people. Appetizers. I already ate some of the watermelon and melon in general because there's melon. Appetizers. And my mostly vegetarian because I can't have chicken, so. Hello. Hello. Hi. 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 My friend Charlie. We're cuddle buddies. He's my new cuddle buddy. My dip. Oh my god, this is like a bathroom from Japan. That button right there that looks like boobs. It's a bidet. I just squirted it on me. And it's an electric toilet. And the seat is hot. So crazy. Oh, I'm recording. Oops.
Right, about 5 minutes.
Well, that's my dish.
Yeah, and anybody?
Dessert.
I got some.
You got some?
Still some lemonade and dessert. Coffee. So that's the driveway. We came in through the house, but she's these beautiful vines. And then there's this kind of driveway-ish looking thing, kind of. And then she has the hammock back there. Beautiful plants. Mom, I know you would love this yard. And then there's a walkway. I'm going to walk on the grass because I'll probably trip, but... And then she has a bunch of like Asian art there, like that little bird feeder with the hammock. Lots of plants. And then look, she has... This is all, I thought it was a chicken coop at first, but this is a vegetable garden. And you can open it. It's a vegetable garden. And then she can close it, which is kind of cool. and then it's gorgeous. And then you walk more out here, palm trees, and lots of nice bushes. And there's not a single thing of grass except for over there a little bit. But it's all mulch, so it's kind of easy upkeep. Say
Okay, goodbye.
bye. Bye, Charlie. Bye. Thank you. Honestly, there's just been so much happening this week. I didn't think of a specific closing thought, but I think everything has just been awesome this week, and I'm just happy. So I think my closing thought is to just be happy, like choose to be happy. So be like this dog.
My happy guy. Oh, just a happy guy. Oh, just a look at that, the happy dog.
Nothing much going on, but he's just super happy. So closing thought. Thanks for watching.